Chapter 5 Angel Within. Waylon drops to his knees, taking his hands away from his stomach. Looking at the blood on his hands in shock. An unknown voice whispers inside Waylon's mind. Heal yourself. Carla tries to get to him, but a man holds her tight. Throw him over the side. Screams Marco at the men. 3 of them and pick him up and start carrying him to the side. Heal yourself. Comes the voice inside Waylon's mind again. Great, I'm going insane before I die. Says Waylon to himself. He closes his eyes just before the men drop him over the side. I'm going to take over now. Says the voice to Waylon. Waylon feels himself being dropped over the edge, nothing under him, and he feels his stomach drop as he falls. He opens his eyes and a bright blue light is shining from them. Shit! Screams Waylon as he falls through the sky. Bright white lights shine through the back of his shirt, where his shoulder blades are, burning 2 holes into the back of his shirt. The light spreads and 2 angel wings appear on his back. Waylon spreads the 2 big snow white wings and starts flapping them. His brown hair turns to snow white. He places his hand on his stomach where the bullet wound is. A white light shines from his hands, and when the light fades the bullet is in his hand and the wound is gone. I told you to heal yourself. Comes an unknown voice from Waylon's mouth. The same voice he heard in his head before. Waylon flaps his wings and flies towards the top of the parking lot. Marco and his men are dragging the struggling Carla to the elevator, when they hear a deep firm voice behind them. Let her go. They turn around just as Waylon lands in his angel form. What the? No cursing please! Interrupts Waylon. Marco pulls out his gun and starts firing at Waylon. Waylon folds his big angel wings over his head and body, shielding himself from the gunfire. Marco empties his clip on Waylon. After the gun is empty, Waylon opens his wings and all the bullets drop out of the wings and onto the floor. Marco is shocked and puzzled. Get him! Screams Marco in a shaky tone of voice. His men are very unsure and carefully creep towards Waylon, very unsure how to take him on. Waylon points his hand to a nearby car and the door rips off and flies through the air towards him. Waylon catches the door, his hand sliding into the handle, and holds it up like a shield. He charges to the first man and knocks him out with the door. Then make a 360-degree turn and connect the next guy with the side of the door. The rest of the men turn and run away. Marco also turns to run away, but Waylon leaps into the air, thrusting himself high into the air with his wings. He turns his body slightly and then throws the car door with all his might. The door penetrates and slams into the concrete floor of the parking lot, just in front of Marco, stopping him in his tracks, and Waylon lands behind Marco. Marco, now terrified, looks at Waylon and screams. I am sorry man, I am really sorry. Waylon picks him into the air by his shoulder and carries him to the ledge and holds him over. You come near Carla ever again, and I will take you to the highest building and drop you, understand? Says Waylon and pulls Marco back and lets him go. Marco doesn't waste any time and runs to the stairs next to the elevator and makes sure he can get as far away as fast as possible. Carla kneels down on the floor, her eyes red with tears. Waylon walks to her and kneels in front of her. Are you okay? Asked Waylon in his own voice. Carla looks into his eyes, the bright blue starting to fade back to Waylon's natural shade. Waylon, what just happened? Asked Carla, tears still rolling down her face. I don't know, but it just saved our lives. Replies Waylon. Waylon cups his hands over Carla's face and then leans in and kisses her. A light starts to appear over the wings as they start to fade away. A few of the feathers that drop from the fading wings get blown away by the slight breeze in the air. From an overlooking roof a dark figure is watching the 2 of them, and in a wink the figure disappears.